Hey, what's going on, guys? Silverstein Gaming back, and today I am going to give you my top 5 tips to win all of your Teamfight Tactics ranked gameplay. Now, don't get me confused. These won't get you first place every time. Teamfight Tactics, it's impossible to hit first place every time, but these 5 steps will help you gain LP every single game. So let's jump into these steps. Before we get into these steps, if you do end up finding this video helpful, please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. This would all help me out a great deal, especially with my channel just starting. If you think any of your friends would like my channel, go ahead, recommend it. And now let's get into these 5 tips so you can all start winning all of your games. Alright, the first step I have for you is build a starting 4 with good synergy. I'm talking things like Knights, Rangers, Wild Sorcerers, things like that are important. If you don't have a good starting synergy, you're going to lose a bunch of games early and you will have nothing to show for it. That means you need to get some level 2s if you can. So re-rolling early is not a bad idea if you are close to a level 2. Getting a level 2 tank and a level 2 backline ranger or sorcerer or something along those lines can greatly impact your team, and they'll make a big difference for your ability to continue on with the rest of these 5 steps. The second strategy I have for you guys today, or the second step to the strategy, is to be open to changing your team. Just because you have a good synergy at the beginning doesn't mean you'll be able to continue that. You might not get lucky and get the rerolls you need. You can't always get to a level 3, which is often required if you're going to keep your first team. So be open to changing your team. All this means is have good starting synergy, but don't rule out every other comp in the game. There are some comps you can definitely rule out right away, but you need to have a general idea of what you want to do when you start the game, but also if the game is presenting you another comp, don't be afraid to take it, but also be careful with your transition. You can't just instantly sell all of your first team, all your synergy that you built because you found something you want to do better, because they're all probably going to be level 1 when you first get them, so they're going to be weak and you'll start losing games. So you need to be open to changing your team, but you need to do it slowly, and you need to make sure that you're not going to throw the game because you want to switch to a different comp. But switching comps is essential to winning Teamfight Tactics. Alright, the third step I have for you in this strategy is don't waste your gold going for non-essential level 3s. This is the biggest mistake I see people make early in the game. They spend all of their gold because they are very close to this level 3 that isn't going to impact their team very much. If you have a Vayne and you're very close to getting her level 3, but you have no items for her, that is going to be a useless level 3 Vayne. Sure, she's going to help you because they're going to have to kill her still and she has more health, but that is going to be useless. If your level 3 isn't going to directly impact your team and isn't going to instantly make your team better, it is not worth re-rolling for it. It's better to save your gold at that point and keep looking for other things. A level 1 cost unit that's level 3 is not worth more than a 4 or 5 cost unit level 2. I guarantee it. Alright, the fourth tip I have for you guys is don't waste your items until you know what you're going to run the rest of the game. If your current comp isn't what you want to run the whole game, or what you think you'll even be able to run the whole game, don't waste your items on it, because whatever comp you do end up with could need completely different items. I'm talking, if you start off running assassins, you're probably going to have a lot of IEs, Sword of the Divines, things like that. But then if you have an easy opening to switch to sorcerers, you're not going to need either of those things. You're going to need Death Caps, Luden's Echoes, things like that. So if you waste all of your items on your first comp and then you can't win the game with that, you have just wasted all of those items, and you're probably going to lose that game as you start getting weaker if you cannot keep leveling them up. So don't waste all your items on your current comp if you don't think you can run that the rest of the game. Okay guys, the fifth and final tip I have for you is to hit 50 gold and level. Now what this means is once you get 50 gold, you are getting the max interest. So you need to wait until the round after 50 gold, and then you need to start leveling earlier than everybody else. What this does is it gives you the first shot at the levels 4 and 5 cards if you are ahead in gold. You don't even need to be ahead in gold, but if other people have been re-rolling for the early game victories and you weren't re-rolling that much, you will be able to hit level 6 and level 7 before them, so you will be able to level up your 4s by the time they're getting level 4s in their shop pretty much. Now, the problem with this part is you need to either have a strong early game comp. I'm talking 3 to 4 level 2s early in the game, so you can at least get on an early win streak to get some extra gold that way. Or you need to be okay dropping between 15 and 30 HP. So by the time you finally are stronger than everybody, you're going to have between 15 and 30 HP. And that's going to feel like it's dangerous, but it's not. Because if you get these level 4s, level 2, by the time everybody is actually getting level 4s on their team, you are so far ahead that you might be able to just win the game. Alright, those are my 5 tips for all of you. These tips will work in every single elo in Teamfight Tactics, and they will undoubtedly help you win more of your ranked games to help you climb. If you did find this video helpful, please go down, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and come back for more, and comment if it helped you. Thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next one.